All right, I want to talk about some business. It's going to suck. I'm going to try to make it quick, but I got the explanation out. For the fans of the channel, this is for the hardcore fans, especially the guys in the chat. Jake Link has stepped down from his host role on Shot from the Point Live, which is our Sunday show. I didn't have the stomach to watch the whole thing. We had a chat today. And we both decided that it would be better if he stepped off the show. Now, Jake, because he's just such a good person, and I don't think he wanted any heat to come my way. He just made it seem like it was 100% him that made this decision. I'm here to tell you it wasn't. I'm going to tell you the truth about leftover from the Soviet dictatorship. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm going to tell you the truth, exactly what happened. So I don't want Jake to seem like a quitter. And he didn't really quit. He stepped down. All right. So here it is. Jake, of course, had a baby, and the time he had off, it doesn't count. You know, baby first. I get that. I have a kid too, 2 kids. But I started looking at the amount of shows that he did even prior to that, and the fact that he's on a week off week, on a week off week, and then he also canceled this week. And I haven't been happy with his performance. And I think one of the reasons I haven't been happy with his performance is because we're drifting. Because he's got so many responsibilities. He's got the job and the new baby and paying a new mortgage and all that other good stuff. You know, and those things are more important. So while me and Jeff and Matt are getting closer, Jake's kind of drifting. It's become sort of the table set for him. He comes on and performs. And I think we've drifted so far apart that our timing's really off. Now, initially, I was really upset about this and downright angry. But Jake, down on Dave, and Jeff kind of calmed me down. And he says, you know, because they said, you know, if you just go in and start yelling at him and laying down the friggin' law, you know, he's going to quit. He's just going to quit for the betterment of the show because that's who he is, right? And he's like, do you want that? Like Dave said to me, he's like, do you want that? I was like, no, I don't want that. I just want him to, you know, pay closer attention, be involved in the chat, know what's going on during the week, be on the same page. And he said, well, then talk to him like a man. And they were right. So I waited till yesterday and I called him up about an hour after the show, and it went really, really well. You know, I said to him, you know, I need you to do A, B, and C. And because I don't think it's fair to the other guys. You got the top spot. And I think that In the Crease is superior product to Shot from the Point Live. And that can't be because it's supposed to be like our sort of wrestling pay-per-view. And he agreed with me. And then he agreed. I set a course on how we were going to improve it, and he agreed to all of it. And I immediately felt good because I didn't think it was bullshit. I think he was on to something. And I think he was really willing to put an effort because anytime we've had an issue in the past, it was really easy to work out. And I said, well, no, I really feel good about this. Let's go to it. Let's get back in business. And we were even going to set a time like once a week where we talk to each other just as friends for like 30 minutes. You know, so because I mean, I talk to Dave every day because he lives down the street practically, and I'm having a lot more contact. I was like, we gotta, you know, I think in order to make this funny, we gotta be buddies, and we're drifting. And he agreed to that too. And he said yes, and I felt good. And I remember I called Dave and I said, look, I woke up in the morning, I called Dave. I said, right after watch a game. And he said that, you know, it was just everything was great. And then I got a call where he told me he's stepping down. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, if you just agree to this and work with me, it's not like if you fuck up once or anything like that. And he's like, no, he's like, I kind of yesed you last night because I wanted a night to sleep on it. He essentially said, I'm not quoting him, of course, that I really don't have the time or the desire. That's not exactly what he said. So basically, he doesn't think he can do it, and he doesn't want to do it that bad. That sucks. And obviously, he can't stay if that's the case. And he selflessly, because he's one of the most selfless people. He's one of the most selfless people that I've ever met in my life. And the first thing out of his mouth was, I want to do what's best for this channel. Now, keep in mind, I don't pay these guys. I don't pay them a dime. And he also said that he didn't want to be a hindrance. Well, that's not true. He's never been a hindrance to show, I just want to get more competitive. I want to raise the level. I want to raise the level of Shot from the Point Live. I don't want In the Crease to be the best. I want Shot from the Point to be the best. I want this to be the half an hour and then boom, you know? And he's never been a hindrance. Me and Dave started this, got 20 hits a week 4 years ago this month. Well, actually, yeah, 4 years ago this month. Or the end of April, somewhere around there. Okay? And then me and Dave had a blowout. And Jake stepped right in and kept this going. If Jake would have gotten bored with it, you think I was going to record something? We weren't even doing, there was no live broadcast. You had to have 100 subs back then to record live, you know? And I would stay up to like 3 o'clock in the morning, and Jake and I generally like look forward to seeing Jake. It was like our time together, you know? And things built, and we had wars with Puck Daddy and Ryan Lampert interviews, and then we brought Jeff in last year, and then Matt was a natural. And, you know, we shed some weight too. And then, you know, we brought on Kenny because he's an alternate right now. We're going to try to kind of mold him into something. And then I think during that time, he drifted. We drifted. That's my fault. That's being a lousy fucking friend. Now, it was his responsibility too, so it's not. I know Real Talk's probably thinking, oh, you shouldn't have said that. You know, you don't tell him it's your fault. But that was my responsibility. So I take, that's my responsibility. You should reach out. I can't be like all militant, like, come on, perform, get the fuck off. That doesn't work. Doesn't work when you're doing anything creative. You know, and that's how I treated him. And I want that known, that this was partially my fault. I let it get to this point. And I didn't want it to. And I did. And I know a lot of you guys love him, and I just like, you know I go on here, I don't care, give a fuck what anybody thinks and say stuff like that. Well, I really give a fuck what you think right now. And I don't want you to think that I just trying to get rid of him because I'm so stupid competitive on YouTube. No, it's only like 1,000 subs. You know, I do want to raise the level. I want to get more competitive. I'd like to get a couple more, but I wasn't having fun on Sundays, and I think I owe it to you guys for it to be at least as good as this product right here. You know? And I also wanted to let you know we didn't break up. He's still on the team. He's an alternate. He's going to be coming back from time to time, and we're going to be throwing him a big Tommy C type party. Not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. A big one. So he's still going to be on. He's just not going to be hosting. And I don't know if I'm going to refill his slot because I don't have the heart to do it, and I want to see how things go. So right now, you know, as far as I know, we know, everybody knows, Jeff is the co-host of Shot from the Point Live. I don't know if I'm going to fill his slots. As far as, you know, two guys being there, I want to see how one works. And if anything, it's respect to Jake. It's another thing is I don't know if I want to make any moves yet. And this has nothing to do with that I didn't think he was funny. That wasn't true. I think our just timing was off and our communication was off. And that was my fault. And I'm much more concerned about our friendship. And I'm concerned about this channel. And I think we did the best we could to keep both together. You know? Because we did talk about him leaving because he didn't know how the baby situation was. And I told him, if you do step down and I replace you, I can't just throw the other guy out. And he said he understood that. And he said he understood that this time. I was like, what if I replace you? What if I like it without you? And he said, that's just the chance that I'm going to have to take. And I'm telling you this because I know you guys love him so much and he deserves it. And I know you guys, I don't want you to hate me. Look, you can hate me if you want, but don't hate me over this. So Jake didn't just up and quit. I gave him an ultimatum. He initially agreed to it. And then when he thought better of it, he didn't want to agree to it. That's what happened. That's the truth. So it's not like he's not a quitter. And he's making a decision for his family. He doesn't think he can do it all. I don't understand why he can't do it all. I don't get that. But you know what? I'm not him. I don't know what's going on. And I can't judge these guys because I don't give them money. I can't go in there and say, you guys get your fucking shit together. I'm like, they're doing it for free. They're doing it for you. You know? And it's just selfless. Selfless stuff. And I'm really sad about it. I really am. Because I love him to death. He is as selfless as it gets, man. Dude, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear any of that?
Yes, I did. I heard probably the last 5 minutes.
All right. I just cover my ass for a second. I told the absolute 100% truth.
Yes, you did. You did.
Okay,
You
because
know,
I don't need people hating me over this.
It was actually after having a. I don't want anybody, coming in here and saying anything. 100% my decision. There was nobody else who had any influence in this. I mean, after
Well,
talking
that's
to you
not
yesterday-
100%. That's not 100% true, Jake, because I did come to you.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
did
saying.
come
That's
to
what I'm
you, and I
saying.
did lay a sort of a deadline out, but I was totally like enthused. I felt so much better when we got off the phone last night. But I mean, it's I did have a hand in it, but it's not like I wanted this. It's not what I wanted.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'll still be around. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I'm not going.
Yeah, look, I'm still
around.
going to send you messages. Can you do this? Can you do that? But I am going to empty your slot completely, and I'm not going to.
I appreciate it. And
I don't think I'm going to
reopen.
reopen.
Don't worry about our friendship. So come on. I'm not going to. I don't want you. You know what? I wanted to. I didn't know you were going to talk about this.
Well, you went on Facebook. I had to.
Well,
you put me in the spot. I couldn't even watch it. I got so sad.
I don't want people getting the wrong impression. I actually was listening in. I wanted to hear the tone in your voice to see if you were how you were taking the news and stuff. But I'll probably be back. I want to see how things are going to go over the summer and stuff. And then we'll take it from there. And if the show's running better without me, then that's the risk.
That's the hardest part for me too, because I might I might say that. I might say I just like it with Jeff. I might put in a new guy. I might I might do that. And we had this conversation, so it's not like I just
this conversation like
months ago,
like last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did. It was like that long ago. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
probably around
like
September.
Last year, yeah.
Man,
so everything's fine. I'm not fighting with Tommy.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite. He didn't. There was a performance issue, and I thought about it a little bit more after getting off the phone with him last night, and I realized I can't give the 110% that I used to give.
Look, it was never about you being funny. Everybody thinks you're funny.
Yeah. I know that.
It's timing. Our timing is terrible.
Yeah. And I mean, trust me, I'm gonna call in. I'll talk. I'm gonna talk to you and stuff. I'm still in the chat. I'm still gonna be active.
Mm-hmm.
And I just need a lesser role. Right at the moment.
Yeah.
So so I don't know if anyone's been talking shit. To you.
No one. Well, no one really.
Okay.
I think they're busting balls. But I just look. The reason I'm doing this is you're a part. You look. The hardcore fans, the guys that the people that call in, they love you. And I can't have them thinking that I'm fucking my friends over, because it blows it for me and my trust relationship with them. And I can't have that. And so like I said, I usually don't give a fuck, but I definitely give a fuck. I don't want them to think that I'm just completely selfish and YouTube crazed.
Can I tell them the truth? Can I tell them the truth about everything?
Sure.
I'm going on the Joe Cronin show.
You fuck. Well, then it would be easier, because then I could cut some nasty war video. That would make it all easier. This is hard. Hey, listen. I said this before. You built what we had. You're a big part of it. You're a keystone of it. And don't think that I don't know that for a minute, that you were a huge part of this. If, when me and Dave had the blowout, you don't come along and step in and enjoy it, because it used to be like when we weren't getting any hits before we met Cronin, it was like just our get together. And it was fun.
Yeah.
And it turned into something else, because we were saying, well, if it flips to this, and it didn't turn into $1 million or anything, but it turned into something else that was more competitive.
It turned into 16,000 subscribers. That's what it turned into.
Probably going to be 2K, the way things are going.
1,600.
And that's pretty good. We're small. But you know what? We've made a lot of waves being as small as we are. We've fucked people up.
Yeah, we sure have.
We kicked Puck Daddy in the ass. We just kicked this another hockey blog in the ass recently. We went toe to toe with a $25,000 channel, made that guy look ridiculous. I mean, we've done a lot of good stuff. We've stuck up for people, and we've had fun with hockey. And there's a lot more going on here than just hockey too.
It ain't over. It is not over, people. It is not over.
It's not over.
Only if I get a job in radio or something, it is not over.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm just clarifying that for everybody that's in there listening to the show right now. It is not over.
Jake, thank you so much. for your service.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service and your continued service, buddy.
Oh, and by the way, one of your, I will not be able to do it the next Sunday because I realize I have my cold.
We'll plan your party. We're going to plan your going away party.
I have my Cole Sarge's wedding. So.
Just don't leave the chat and stay around.
No. We'll definitely plan something.
But Greg Wyshynski, get this. Greg Wyshynski's in the chat. He's got a job offer for you. That's right. Coming from Pure.
I'm going to Puck Daddy and the Joe Cronin show.
Hey, Jake, take care, brother.
Take care, bye.
All right.